Hey blog, so I am just standing here in Carnegie Leisure Centre and it's quite interesting just standing here. So this area, which is normally a swimming pool, is not so much a swimming pool right now because they're in construction. But what's really cool is that this is the floor of the pool, but they can actually raise the floor of the pool up to this level. They can like actually change, so they can change how deep the pool is basically, which is really cool. The way they have that, basically dynamic. Well, moving on motors, I think. So yeah, I just thought that was a fun little fact to share about the Carnegie Centre here. That they have a feasible and borable pool. If that's the right English. So I put this up earlier. It's not even like, it's only the start of November. Come on. Ooh, lunchtime. As I choose you. Ooh, cupcake. Well done, America. You successfully voted in Trump. Congratulations on your new presidential elect. GG, bro, GG. So, I mean, Donald Trump is, he's an interesting character. It's very interesting. I noticed, like, after he won in his, like, congratulations speech, whatever, it was very, kind of toned down compared to the rest of his speeches, you know? He was talking a lot about unity and coming together and wanting to create America or be a president for all Americans. And I think it kind of speaks to what I've been saying for a long time about Donald Trump in the fact that he's a very good marketer. Like, you know, he had to say stuff to appeal to his core demographic, and then, I mean, a lot of his views are way out there. But I think now that he's been elected, we may see a sort of a less sort of scary stance, because he'll probably be surrounded by people who know what they're doing. So we'll probably have a lot of good advisors to, you know, to mend some of the strains of previous. It's not to say that his policies are gonna be very good. If you look at, I saw a couple of videos by Vlogbrothers, who looked at some of the independent sources, bipartisan sources, and basically said that his plans will, his economic plans would cause more debt or would be more of a deficit than to the budget than Clinton's plans, but and potentially could cause a recession, which could obviously affect the global economy, that sort of stuff, and obviously millions of people will lose their healthcare under his plan. Taxes would potentially go up for certain people because of the way that he would change the system. I don't know if this is remembering correctly, but people on higher incomes would be maybe better off. I linked the videos down in the description if you want to go check them out. John, I think it was John that did both of them, and maybe Hank. He does. They do a pretty good job at kind of rounding all that up. If you want to know what we're in store for, well, I'm just watching from the sidelines. But anyway, today's my dad's birthday, so let's go give him a birthday present. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, smiley face. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Happy birthday. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What does this say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was supposed to write on
I
that.
think that's what you're meant to write.
Oh. Well, there was this thing.
That's where you say happy birthday.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay, well, there you go then.
Oh, my favourite.
There's a thing in here. This is what I thought.
Rebecca Ferguson.
That's what I thought it was. No, it says there. Look, it says right there.
What does it say?
It says there.
I've not got my glasses on.
Happy birthday from Aaron.
Oh, so it does. A gift from Aaron. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
You're welcome. The birthday cake. It's carrot cake. So it's kind of healthy, but not at the same time. And like magic, it's now on a plate.
Very nice.
It's time to go to the gym. Well, that's me finished at the gym, and I have to go through Studio 1 to get out because they're now doing construction over this side, so they've closed off this side of the path, whereas before it was down the other side. I could go down the stairs at the end through there, along the basement area and up, but I'm just going to go to Studio 1 instead. And it appears to be empty. and I made it through Studio 1 successfully. Sometimes I'll just go through there because it's a shortcut, even if it's like when that bit's open, like just pretty much all the time, just all the time basically. I'll still go to Studio 1 if it's empty or my mum's in there.
Hey, coffee, sugar.
Lunch has been acquired. It's a fairly wet and windy day, I would say. Not particularly the best day ever, as you can probably hear by the wind. Well, I'm back home, and wow, my face is freezing. It's definitely winter outside now. Like, the trees know it, I know it, my face knows it. A bowl filled with the salady kind of stuff. So tuna, lettuce, cucumber. Well, we are now a couple of days out from the election result. It is now Thursday. I guess that is, I suppose, 2 days since the election. But I wanted to show you something. This is the election results here. So there's Clinton, there's Trump. Obviously, Trump got more electoral college votes, the states. But let's scroll down here. Let's take a look at the percentages. So you've got Trump with currently 47%. And then Clinton with 48%. This is a problem with American politics, more specifically the electoral college system. And this has happened a few times in American history where the candidate that actually got the most votes, counted votes, did not win the election, which is strange. It's strange to me. It is strange. And it kind of happens here as well with there's the possibility here it'll happen because over in the UK, we'll elect the particular political party we want to represent our constituency, so our area, and then that representative wins and goes to Parliament, and then it's the party with the most representatives is the one that gets to form the government. So it's slightly fairer, but it kind of has the same problems here. But I think the US is we are starting to see more of a movement towards change. For America's sake, I do hope that Trump changes his tones a bit. You know, I think, like I said earlier, we're starting to see a bit more of a moderate approach. We saw more of a statesman-like approach to your sort of traditional political approach. And whether Trump's views will change to reflect his now where he is, we'll have to wait and see. Nobody really knows. It'll be interesting. I hope he does. And I saw something interesting on social media, and it basically said, you know, don't hope that Trump messes up, because that's like hoping that the pilot in your plane that you're flying in is going to mess up and you're going to crash and die. Because that's essentially what you're hoping for, is that the country is going to crash under Trump. So hope that he does a good job, whether you like him or not, because otherwise it's gonna, it's not going to end up well for the Americans. You know, it's interesting from our point of view over here in the UK, because Trump is now very open to negotiations about a trade agreement after Brexit. Whereas before, the UK has been told, oh, he'll be last in the queue for negotiations when Obama was kind of running it. So it's kind of interesting that could be an advantage to us. Another potential bonus is, Katie Hopkins potentially moving to America, as she said on Twitter. I heard through social media. So that is always a good thing, I suppose, There's something positive to take from it. Hopefully Trump will do a good job with when it regards to Syria. He has made some positive relations with the Russians and with Putin. So maybe we'll see some positive progress in Syria. Maybe he can finally convince the Russians to back down there. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully. We don't know yet. I think there's a number of problems in America that need to be addressed. And maybe Trump can actually address them. People feel out of touch with the political system. We're seeing a populist trend happening, which we saw in the UK with the Brexit vote, and now we're seeing in the US with the election of Donald Trump, that people are fed up with the establishment. People want change. They're fed up with politics as usual. They're fed up with almost like the feeling that politicians don't represent them and don't see them as people other than just numbers. Politicians don't understand their needs. And I think that is what Trump appealed to in a lot of people. Is he presented himself as the outsider. He said, I am going to clean out, as I said, I'm going to clean the swamp in Washington. He was almost working on the same thing that Obama did back in 2008, doing things differently. giving some hope to people. And I think that is where he drew a lot of support, you know, and Clinton just didn't pull that. So maybe Trump can address that. Maybe he can fix the American political system to some degree. You know, maybe that's something he can do. Something that's more troubling, and I think that's highlighted in these undertones in America, is that the views that Trump expressed during the campaign, the racist, the sexist, misogynistic views, they're not just the views of Trump. It was almost like he was the platform that allowed these views that so many people have to surface. An example of that being, you know, some women Trump supporters who were saying, you know, the sexist comments didn't really bother me because I hear men in my life talking like that. And that is a problem that America needs to address. You know, there needs to be a dialogue, a conversation about, you know, this stuff isn't okay. You can't treat people like that. And there was a great excerpt from a speech that Michelle Obama gave recently about don't treat people as them. Don't treat people as others, you know? And as someone who stands out from the crowd very easily, I know all too well that treating people as different and treating people as others and not including people, it doesn't lead to a good result. You don't get a good society out of it. America needs to tackle these undertones that exist in their political discourse and daily life before there's ever going to be real progress. But that is just one guy's opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree, but remember, always be respectful of other people's views. It's okay to agree, it's okay to disagree. Just be respectful, okay? That is one of the most important things. Be respectful. And anyway, that's how I'm going to end on today's video. If you did enjoy this vlog, please hit the like button right down there. You can also leave a comment, again, right down there, and share the video with your friends and family, again, right down there. I would very much appreciate it. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate that as well, very much. All you need is a Google account, and you can do that. It's free, and then you will get updates every time I release a new video. And when you do subscribe, hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. It means you will get notifications in your Googly box thing, and maybe on your phone every time I release a new video, so you'll be the first to know about it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Adios.